Ghost of Yotei trailer in the state of play was actually impressive. Most of the things we saw in the trailer was really good and it hyped me up. But there is something about Ghost of Yotei that I'm really worried about. The thing that we had in Ghost of Tsushima that I actually liked a lot, that is not going to be as the same as it is in Ghosts of Yotei, because Ghosts of Yotei is going to be so much like Assassin's Creed franchise, which they are really trying to milk it as much as they can in Ubisoft. We already know that Ghosts of Tsushima was going to be the Assassin's Creed franchise of Sony, and they wanted to make something like that franchise to make money out of this genre. But yes, Ghosts of Tsushima was like Assassin's Creed, but it had a lot of things that were different than that video game. In my opinion, Ghost of Tsushima is much better than any Assassin's Creed game that I have ever played. This is my opinion, but that game for me sold it. Just everything sold it in that game. The combat, the environment, the story, and in my opinion, the story wasn't really like Assassin's Creed. The combat is not like Assassin's Creed at all. But some people said that, yeah, this is actually inspired by Assassin's Creed franchise. I don't know why, but I'm seeing this in Ghost of Yotei. And the problem that I have the most is with this story. Ghost of Tsushima was about the invasion of Mongols, and we were supposed to defend our island. And it was actually about honor that samurais had it back in the time, and it was something new. We didn't have something like this before, and it was really hooking and interesting to see what will happen in the end to Jin Sakai. And most of the people in Act 1 weren't really gravitated to the main character of that game, Jin Sakai, but in the end, I promise you that you're going to praise this guy for whatever he did in the first game. The line that I have no honor, but I will not kill my family was one of the best lines that I have read in a video game. And you already know if you played Ghost of Tsushima that this character is really good, and the fact that we are not going to play as him in the next game, which is Ghost of Yotei, actually got me worried, because I was really hoping to see what will happen in Ghost of Tsushima 2, or the next chapter of Jin Sakai's story, and we already know that there can be another story for him. There's a lot of rooms for this guy still, but I think Sony just decided to make this franchise like Assassin's Creed, and they just wanted to change this story to make it a franchise, to call it the Ghost franchise, probably in the future. We might as well have something like Ghost of London in the future. So Ghost of Tsushima had a good plot, had a good characters, and had a good story. And although that we don't really know a lot about Ghost of Yotei's story, and we don't really know how will it be just done, yet I am really worried, because this is the same as Assassin's Creed pilot things. The main character's family got killed by some other dudes, and you should go and kill them because you want to kill them and have revenge, this kind of stuff, and I am not really that interested in these kind of plots. And I would say it again, we don't know a lot about the story yet, but you know, these things always happens in Assassin's Creed. There's some people that did something bad in the past times that is about your family or about your country, about your creed or whatever, and you should go kill them to bring order to your land, to your whatever mind. And I'm really not that interested, because we had a lot of plots like this in past, especially in Assassin's Creed games, and we're going to have the same thing with Ghost franchise, probably, because if they're going to do something like Ghost of Tsushima again, there should be separate stories, like the characters should not be connected. And I think they're going to do something in this game, I mean Ghost of Yotei, to connect it to the next game. For example, the group that we're going to kill are going to be a cult, a creed, probably, and they are around the world, like they are in Portugal, London, or something like that, that we could just go around the world to kill a bunch of people, and yeah, Sony can have his money. And I ain't going to whine about this neither. I mean, I'm really interested to see a lot of Ghost games because I love the combat, I love the environment, and whatever they do in these games, they are unique. And yes, there might be some problems with the story, but the game has its own style, and you can see it with Ghost of Yotei. It's so much like Ghost of Tsushima, especially the engine and the graphics, and it just got better. So even though the story could be bad or something like that, the game itself is really good. You can't really complain about this matter. Yet the story for me is really important, and it's a thing that drives me through the game to complete it. It's actually the reason that I'm really invested in the game and I really care about the characters. But right now, I don't really care about Ghost of Yotei's story, because I don't know a lot and I am not really interested in the plot. But I will tell you that I was really interested in Ghost of Tsushima's story. So that's the difference between Ghost of Yotei and Tsushima. And I won't talk about the other things, about the, actor, the writer, that are really controversial topics, because, yeah, they have some problems, and I think the writer of Ghost of Yotei is the same as Dragon Age Veilguard. That is a pretty weird game, and the main actor is a activist? So yeah, there are these things that you can really worry about, but you should understand or consider this too, that the writer of Ghost of Tsushima is also here and working with these guys, and there are other people here that are working on this game and they are not activists. And they are different and they don't care really about these kind of stuff. So you should wait until the game is coming out. And I was just trying to say the things that I was worried about because of the trailer that I saw. And I should be worried about this kind of stuff because I care about the stories in video games. And I think Ghost of Tsushima's story was really good. Thank you for watching, and until next time.